Hey, what's going on out there, NFL fans? Y'all know who it is, man. It's Mitty from the Sports Machine and my boy A1 Forever. We are 2/3 of the 95 North Falcons talk show, 95 North Sports Machine. See, I'm getting old, can't remember all that stuff like I used to. But we got two terrific topics, man. We're gonna knock it out for y'all in about 30 minutes. We're gonna talk about Jalen Ramsey and him possibly being traded. Then we're going to turn to another cornerback slash wide receiver who has demands that he won't met. And I think he's taking a shot at these top teams, top 10 teams that are looking to draft him. He made himself clear. And I think they have no choice but to go by what he asked for. He said he's not going to play football again. But before we get into that, tell the people what's up, man.
Hey, man, how everybody doing, man? A1 Forever Sports, Chris Tip Moore, man, in here. You know what I'm saying? Had a show last night for Hawks Digest. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. And continue to support the Smitty Sports Machine, 95 North Berto. And, of course, A1 Forever Sports, Chris Tip Moore. What's going on, everybody, in the chat? Sorry for being so late. StreamYard, technical difficulties. Yeah. You know how it happens.
I said StreamYard be StreamYard.
They really do. And the thing about it is, I at least can say this about StreamYard. At least it's consistent. It'll do it against everybody.
Consistently full of bullshit. That's what it is. But but you know, this is gonna be an interesting topic, man. But before we get going, man, y'all know we got to say what's up with the chat, man. Our boy RB was in here for anybody, and he said he coming all the way from Vegas, man. Hey, man. Go to one of them casinos, become a millionaire, shoot me some money through the YouTube. That's all I asked, RB. But appreciate you for supporting, man. As we see, we're growing from coast to coast. We have fans in California, Las Vegas, Colorado, New York, everywhere, man. So thank y'all for always supporting us and keeping our show going.
The Vegas trip was also absolutely awesome, man. For real, Falcon fans everywhere out there for the Raiders game. It was absolutely awesome.
Facts. I got to catch that. I might go to Vegas soon if I can get up the money. But y'all know how that is.
Catch it on the next go round. We'll get back out there in probably another few years.
Our big bro John Higgins always checking in. Appreciate you, big John. Our boy Larry checking in.
John.
Good, the franchise. I think he's in the armed services, and shout out to him, man, for protecting this country, man. They don't get enough love in this country. So shout out to M-Dub, man. He's a veteran, and he's been supporting me for years. So M-Dub, man, keep doing your thing, man. Thank you for your service, my brother. We truly, truly appreciate it. Gentleman Journal, yeah, it's been a minute, man. Hey, look, we do pop-up shows every now and then, but when the season starts, y'all know we're going to crank it up. Preview shows, post-game shows. And we give y'all videos during the week about the game or about what's going on with the Falcons. So just stay tuned, man. And like he talked about with the Hot Digest, please go to the NFC South Roundtable on YouTube and check out last night's show where we did a mock draft for the Bucks, Falcons, Saints, and Panthers. And we had an absolute ball, man. So y'all please go check that out. Please subscribe, because if that channel grows, this channel grows. So I'm on 2-3 platforms at once. Me, Chris, and Berto. So y'all can go check him out on Bleacher Report as well. But we all busy, man. And when the season starts, we just come back together just like Thanos before he snapped his finger. It'll be just like that. Knock everything out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right. Yes, sir.
Ron, what's up, man? Traveling minds. Smitty, don't forget to let me in Germany.
Salute to you out there in Germany. That's what I'm talking about. Get out there.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Germany, we international players, man. That's what I'm talking about. Our boy Juice Sports Talk, man. Y'all please go check him out on YouTube as well. Help him keep growing his channel, man. He's been a big supporter of mine for some years now. And shout out to you, man. We got to catch up, and you got to jump on one of these pop-up shows with us, man. Talk some football. Yeah, the NFL draft absolutely around the corner, man. Just can't wait. Can't wait.
Woo.
Boy, it's gonna. I got a feeling it's gonna be stupid surprises come draft, man. Because as I'm starting to think and look at it, and I'm gonna do a mock draft for first round, probably at the end of the week, or probably I would say Friday, Saturday, or Monday. No, it won't be Monday. It'll probably be Friday, Saturday. Because me and you will do our final mock draft for the Falcons heading
Mm-hmm.
to the draft next week, and trust me,
Yep.
it's gonna be some surprises. But Jalen Ramsey, this kid
Mm-hmm.
named Jalen Ramsey, this dude from I think he plays for the Dolphins, if I'm not mistaken. Some dude
Ah,
named Jalen
I think I've
Ramsey.
heard of
I think I heard of him before, man. For some reason, yeah, he just keeps getting into things unknown, and
the things
he's
I know.
just Jalen Ramsey. He's a very talented corner, but it seems like when he goes somewhere for a year or two, it's on to the next. Started his career off in Jacksonville. Guess what? Think he gets traded to the Rams first, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
The Rams. And where does he go after that?
And then shoot, he slid to the Dolphins.
To the Dolphins. So now from the Dolphins to where he's going to end up next, who knows? But before we get it going, man, I wanted to show y'all right quick the tweet that was put up yesterday, and I talked a little bit about it on my channel. And as you think about it, man, it says they intend to part ways. GM Chris Greer said that when it comes to Rams' future with the team, we decided it was probably in the best interest for all parties to move forward separately. And what he means by that, they just finna part ways, man. And if you think about it, they're
Mutual
going
split.
through a rebuild. Yeah, they're going through a rebuild, so they need the money. And they we was sweetening the pot. They played the roster bonus for this year. His salary was supposed to be, I think 25 million, and it
Mm-hmm.
cut down 21 million with them paying the roster bonus.
Right.
But let's look at his contract right quick. And I'm not gonna hold y'all with this because yeah, let's look at his contract right quick. And because I've been seeing Falcons, and I even saw my boy Steve White say, the Falcons would be a nice landing spot, and I agree with that.
Yeah. It would. I mean, honestly, he'll
Let's
be
see.
ideal. You think
Here
about
we
it.
go,
There's
right here.
familiarity with Coach Raheem. Honestly, Jalen
Right,
Ramsey had some of his best years with the Rams, as far as production, interceptions, all that stuff like that. So
right.
it's ideal. It is an ideal, and it would be a nice landing spot. And you can put him right on the
Right.
other side of AJ
So
Terrell,
you
of
see
course.
right here, yeah, you see right here, it's facts. You see right here is 20 is 16 million now. Base salary is on the 1.2, and you see all the other incentives mostly. This is the
Mhm.
roster bone that they paid already at 4 million. The option is 37, 3.7 workouts and all that. But if you look at next year, 25 base salary of 10, base salary of 10 the next year after that, 26 altogether. And then that last year is the whopper, $36 million, 21 base. So do you think the Falcons can come up with that kind of money to go get a Jalen Ramsey?
I think honestly, it's all depending on which direction they want to go. Because if you getting Jalen Ramsey, then I don't see you necessarily going corner or anything in the draft. We've made small moves already, bringing back guys like D. Alford. We still have
Right.
Natron Brooks, still have Clark Phillips, still have Mike Hughes now, and Mike Hughes is on a team friendly deal for the next 3 years. That 3 years, 18 million. I don't see the Falcons honestly just jump leapfrog into it. And would it be a pleasant surprise? Yes, it would. But at the same time, I just don't see it happening. And but you can make the argument that if you go get Jalen Ramsey, you do have that number two next to AJ Terrell. He is 30 years of age compared to Mike Hughes, who's turning 28. But you look at the 2024 comparisons last year, since them two head to head, and Jalen Ramsey does have slightly better numbers. All the way down to the tackles. Mike Hughes had more tackles, yes, and tackles for loss. Jalen Ramsey had a couple of interceptions. Mike Hughes didn't have any. But when you get into the advanced defense of stats, Jalen Ramsey gave up 260 air yards to Mike Hughes 311.
And we know
170.
most of those came in Minnesota.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like you look at it. as far as like the completion percentage. Jalen Ramsey 62, Mike Hughes 69. You also look at the targets, and Mike Hughes, so he was targeted 66 times, completed 46. Jalen Ramsey 71, completed 44. I don't think the Falcons are going to just take on extra salary like that in Jalen Ramsey just to get a little bit better as far as with the stats goes. But again,
that's a
hold on, I'm
great
about to
point.
say
Great point. Go ahead. Go
again,
ahead.
he did have his best seasons with the Rams around Raheem Morris. So that is still something that you have to take into account. And he enjoyed playing for Raheem Morris. And a happy player around, what I'm saying, and a happy player in a happy environment, we already know he can flourish. And he has, some veteran experience. You wouldn't have to worry about running a rookie out there. You wouldn't have to worry about any of that. He's a veteran and he knows what to do. But do the Falcons do it? I just don't say. I don't think so, man. I would love for it
Yeah,
to
I
happen, but
don't
I
see it
don't see
either.
it.
And
I
and
really don't.
honestly, timing is everything. If
Yes.
this news comes out about 3 weeks ago, there would be no Mike Hughes. They would probably be trying to find a way to scale back on cap space, and they've already restructured a lot of contracts.
Right.
So they've already did what they could in that aspect. But again, that Kirk Cousins contract is tying us down,
It
and that
is.
is why they're trying to get someone else to pay that salary. But timing is everything. There's no Mike Hughes here. If Jaden Ramsey became available 3 weeks ago, he would
Mm,
probably be packing his bags on the way to Atlanta right now. Because the 3 years, 18 million that we're paying Mike Hughes, no, it's not a lot of money. But
mm,
if you don't pay Mike Hughes that money go towards Jalen Ramsey. That's 6 million. That cuts that 21 down to 15. That's very affordable for a cornerback.
right.
So timing is everything. And I agree 100%. Will they go ahead and look at him? Possibly. Will they make the move? I don't think so
I
because
don't
of
think so.
salary. Because like I said, that last year is a whopper. Now, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Um, the way the contract is looking, this is just the second year. No, I think hold on. I think this is the first year of the 3 years, 72 million, or it's the back end of the other contract. But um either way, I don't think it works. Now, what they could do possibly, if they do make a trade for him, they could possibly rework his contract where he gets paid next year
Oh,
when they get more cap space.
he definitely had to
Um,
rework it.
yeah, but
He would have to.
but the only way that is plausible, again, if they get off Kirk Cousins' contract, because don't forget,
Of course.
he's at 40 million due this year, 25 next year. So that's 25 of the however much we're slated to make next year. And I think the number was around 70 or 80 next year, but with
Mm,
Kirk Cousins, it's going to be closer to 50. So yeah, it's I don't think it works because
yeah. The
at the
money
end of the
and
day,
how many
money
times
don't
you gonna
match.
ask a guy? Yeah, and how many times you gonna ask a guy to restructure this and restructure that, and keep pushing and kicking the can down the road? You already look at our in division rival, the Aints, and what they're going through. I don't want to be in a situation like that. I would love to have Jalen Ramsey, but honestly, we just don't have the money. I don't think the money makes sense right now. The salary to make a move like that. But I would love to have a player like Jalen Ramsey. It's just unfortunate events. And like you said, timing as far as the report, the salary cap, for us, the draft coming up right here. I think the Falcons may go corner in the draft somewhere and just, go work off a rookie contract, work with Mike Hughes, and just try to see if the rookie maybe can beat out Mike Hughes. Because if you do that, then you do have a good problem because you have a good player that's on a cheap deal and you can still work around other deals on the team. Uh,
Right.
you know,
Absolutely.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, it's always good to dream and to have fun, but at the end of the day, the money got to make sense. And
yeah.
in this case, it really doesn't. But again, we've seen stranger things
Oh yeah,
because
for sure.
we've seen contracts get reworked. And because Justin Simmons last year, I'll give you a prime example. Justin Simmons last year, um, we were in Cap Hill last year, and they found a way to fit him into the salary because what they did, they made the base number low. He made 4 million this year. I mean last year, and the
Mhm.
three on the back end, he's going to get paid no matter whether he's here or not. So they split the contract in two, just to break it down simply. But yeah, I would love Jalen Ramsey, but I think
Yeah,
that's a
I would
no
love
go.
it.
And I think playing under Raheem, he can play man and zone. So he's one of those guys that Raheem loves because Raheem, like you said, had him in Los Angeles and he knew how to use him. And honestly, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
And he's a physical corner too, bro. Like, and my thing is him and AJ helping out in the run game. That's what I'm thinking about. Like, bro, that's gonna help because AJ like to stick his nose in there, and Jalen, he's not like shy, so it's just like that really would make you a little bit better. But I understand Mike Hughes did do some good deeds down here in Atlanta, and they're banking on he can pretty much recreate that in a better defensive scheme. You
Right.
know, like
And then y'all got to
that's
think about too, um with Jalen Ramsey, if y'all remember, he was one of the fewer corners that shut down Julio Jones. The only other corner that I know even gave Julio a contest was Stephon Gilmore. Outside of those two guys, um, Julio was unstoppable, man. So we all know what Jalen
and
Ramsey brings to the table.
Marshawn Lattimore did hold a lot, but he did give Julio fits a little bit too.
Yeah, and two, I'm glad you said that because one thing, this is the main reason why I would love Jalen Ramsey here, and I talk about this all the time, is the receivers in the division. You talk about the guys like Godwin, Mike Evans, Olave when he comes back, Leggett who got drafted last year, who's a physical receiver. Then you
Mhm.
have tight ends in the league, that's pretty physical. So when you get a cornerback like a Jalen Ramsey and the AJ Terrell together, that's like having two safeties at cornerback that's not scared to stick their helmet in there and make tackles. So it's a plus for the run game as well, not only the pass game.
Mhm.
So Jalen Ramsey brings that aspect as well.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. That's true.
Tyrann Matthew, when he was with the Cardinals, he was a problem. Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Birdcage in the building. And heck yeah,
Ryan
I
said,
do
"Man,
remember that.
remember this man has to been to three different places, has
Mhm.
been a locker room counseling. That's true. When
Mhm.
he doesn't get his way, and we don't need the problem. I agree with that.
Hey, I
But
definitely
I
agree with
mean,
that.
you can't deny the talent. But the
And you
thing
also
is,
can't
I
deny this too. He's not
what
a choir boy. Just saying. Just saying.
no, he's not a car boy by a long shot. But I think with Raheem Morris being here and Raheem Morris being coaching before, I think him and these veterans will keep him in line.
I
Because
think so
sometimes
too.
your locker room is good as only good as the veterans will carry it.
And,
You can't expect the coach to do and see everything. Sometimes it's up to the players to hold each other accountable, and I think we have a couple of those players on this team right now.
and let's just be honest too. It's not like things are just working down there in Miami anyway. You know, their
Not with the way
quarterback
they rebuild
situation, their quarterback situation is
in
going to be in
limbo.
question really for the rest of his career. And then you got Tyreek saying one thing this to this day, in a couple of weeks he takes it back, resends the message, and you just got so much going on down there too. So at the end of the day, I still say it's not going to happen. I still say that with the salary cap that we have, the moves that we want to make, still got to pay our draft picks, whoever they may be in a week. So I don't think it happens, y'all.
Okay, before we move on, man, I don't know if y'all can see it, but I got a goal of super chats. If y'all can
Okay.
donate super chats and I reach my goal, I will do a Q&A by the end of the week, either Friday or Saturday. I would do a Q&A if I reach that goal on the super chat, and y'all can see it up in the chat. So y'all, if y'all can donate, please donate. If you can't, just keep listening to the show. I appreciate it either way. Either way, because I'm gonna bring y'all sports regardless. Shout out to
Mhm.
Mad Mike, man. He said Miami is a damn mess. I
Yeah,
definitely agree with that shit,
man,
boy.
I'm trying to tell you.
Boy,
That's what I was saying. Things ain't worked out down there too.
man, look, Tua, I get to a good year, man, before it all comes crumbling down. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. And I told my cousin this the other day. I said
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Miami drafted the quarterback this year because they're so uncertain of their future. And you want to get rid of Kirk Cousins, send him to Miami to get Jalen Ramsey to even out these contracts.
Mm. does. Ooh, boy, I love the idea, but I don't think Miami bites. I
They
don't
ain't
think
gonna
they
bite
do
because
it.
Tua gonna be there, but you gotta
I don't
think.
think Miami bites on that.
You gotta think. Now, if Kirk Cousins is still on this roster, come the season starting, and we know Tua, he's wishy washy. If he's hurt by the time before the
A
trade
trade
deadline,
deadline.
yeah, you're gonna see Kirk Cousins in Miami. Trust me,
Hey, I
because
can see that.
they've got to have a backup plan.
I
He
can
doesn't
see
want anybody to challenge him. He goes to Miami and something happens to Tua. 9 times out of 10, I'm betting it's gonna be like Tua's last time. Cause trust me, that second time I thought that was it. But yeah,
I'm telling you, I'm on board for everything you're talking. I really am. It's just
yeah. I mean, you just gotta think about it,
we just
man.
need that dance partner to do what it's gonna do. And unfortunately, you really kind of gotta hope that not necessarily Tua has an injury, but let's say like he just regresses. Let's say maybe with his arm or his decision making, something like that. And they like, man, we gotta save this some kind of way and get us a quarterback. And then hey, by the trade deadline, dangle a Kirk Cousins. Never know.
Facts. I'm saying
I
it's
would
something
love
to
it.
think
I would
about.
love it, but we'll see. Miss
Miss
Pam,
Pam,
what's
what's
going
good?
on? Thank you for that follow on IG too. Seen it this morning.
Hey, gentlemen, I'm not saying he going to the upper room. I'm just saying it could it could be one of those
Come
cases
on
where
now.
he gets another concussion and be out for a while, and Kirk Cousins going to be there. So however much is left, um, we'll see. Mike said, Miss Thing, he called Jalen Ramsey too sassy for my liking. However, Kirk Cousins got to get his telling ass away from the Falcons. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey,
And at the end of the day, man, it's all about, what works.
right.
And I think Cousins, Miami could use Cousins because of Tua, even though he doesn't want to back up. I think he should go there, wait it out because I just got that strange feeling that something's going to happen with Tua. Because how many times has he finished the whole season?
Right.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But let's get into this second topic. You on mute, Chris. Um, I see why
Yeah,
now.
I'm right.
Tell mama I said hey. Um, let's see. We're gonna get into this other cornerback that's been spread in the news. This guy named what's his name? Chris. I can't think of his name either.
Travis
Uh,
Hunter. Hold
that's his
on.
name. This guy right here. Okay. So he's been in the news a good little bit. And this is what he said yesterday. He said he never playing football again if he can't play wide receiver and corner in the NFL. It's never playing football again. I'm never playing football again because I've been doing it my whole life. I feel like I could dominate on each side of the ball. And that's ain't nothing wrong with having that type of mentality because we all know you got to have confidence if you want to play in the NFL. But playing both
Yeah.
sides of the football in the NFL is going to be tough. You got to think. And he doesn't know this because he's not there yet. The NFL is 2 times faster than college football. Some of the guys on the college football field, they'll never play football again. They just keep it real. After college is over, their football career is over, they go into the workforce. Only a select few get to make it to the NFL. So now that he is going to the NFL draft next week,
Mhm.
he's pretty confident he can play both sides of the ball. And that's a warning to Cleveland. That's a warning to the Giants, the Raiders, and whoever else in the top 10 is looking at him. He said he wants to play both sides of the football. I say let him until he proves like he can't do it no more. But this is
Uh,
why I feel like Cleveland would be the best spot because Cleveland needs wide receivers. Cleveland needs corners, and he got another guy named Denzel Ward on the other side, and he has a safety back there named Grant Delpit that plays pretty good. So if he goes to Cleveland, I think Cleveland would be the best fit because of need. But if you just drafted him just for one position, you set yourself up for failure.
mm.
Just keep it real.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Travis Hunter. I respect the young man, Heisman Trophy winner. Overcome a lot of things, but I think he's tripping. The upper room
That's a funny
with
movie.
Jesus. All right, nah, I'm done. But yeah, I'm just, but yeah, but I just feel like this shouldn't be news. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't be putting this report out saying, "Oh, I'll retire" and everything. I understand you've been doing it your entire life. I get it. But I just feel like this NFL is a tough game. And can you imagine him really trying to play both sides of the field against some of the best talent in the world? Not in
bro.
college, in the
Bro,
world.
look how small he is. He's about 6 feet, probably about 5'11", 6 feet, about what 175, 180 at most. 182 with wet socks on. Imagine a 6'3", 265-pound running back. I'm sorry, linebacker running at you 4.3 speed, wide open, just like a Mack truck. Just
Bro,
imagine that.
and not only that, my thing is imagine if you're on a bad team and you're on the field consistently all the time. There are a lot of snaps in the NFL. A lot of them. I'm just saying, a perfect example because I still got it up. Jalen Ramsey last year, he played 1,027 snaps. Mike Hughes played 720. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that's just on defense. So you trying to tell me that you're willing to play anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 snaps per year?
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. And see, that's the thing. I think he will be cornerback full time, but I think he'll be a situational receiver. And I would have no problem with that. If he's a full time cornerback, I can see that because he's gonna be the one doing the hitting. It's a difference between someone doing the hitting and someone being hit. That's why defensive linemen, that's why they linebacker and defensive linemen last so long. They're the one doing the hitting. They're not the one getting knocked out. So look,
I'm
cornerback
also
is probably
thinking
his
about
best
this
bet.
too, bro. What about
Go ahead, go ahead.
long drives? Think about long drives. So you mean tell me what if a
That's
drive is
exactly why I said he'll be
a
a
drive is
situational receiver.
15 plays, you know what I'm saying, going from one end to the next, they go 98 yards, 15 plays.
Right.
Then you talking about coming right back out there after just a a squirt or two of Gatorade, pause. You know what I'm saying? Just a sip of Gatorade, and you're going right back out there, and let's say it's another long drive. So that just in two drives, you possibly played anywhere from 20 to 20 to 25 snaps. We'll just say
Right.
that. You know what I'm saying? That's just in two drives. You were still in the first quarter. Like I just feel
I
like
don't see it. But that's
I
why I
mean,
said
and I'm not
cornerback and not
doubting the
receiver.
man. I'm not
Yeah.
doubting the man. I just feel like, it's a privilege to play in the NFL no matter who you are, no matter what's your name. It's
But that
guys
can that
right
can go
now
both
that I know.
ways. You
It's
talk
guys I
about
know
offense.
right now.
What if the defense stays on the field for 15 plays?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
15 plays
you
back to back.
no.
You don't play 30 plays, and we still in the first quarter.
Yeah, see. If he wants to play both ways, he's going to be a situational guy, a rotational guy. And if you drafting in the top 10, that's something that you got to think about. And like Mike said, he's an investment. Team want a lot of their investment to be subject to injuries. It's not happening full time. Absolutely.
No, no.
Absolutely.
And they even put this out as report. Oh, I retired and everything. Bro, like I ain't gonna lie to you. If I could right now, I'd try to go get a check in the NFL. There are plenty of people that want your spot. Plenty of young guys that would do whatever a team needs them to do just to gain a roster spot. You have such a privilege. And so you do what you want with it because it's your life. But in my opinion, it's just like, bro, just go play football. And my thing is, I do believe that a team would be smart enough to use you in a way to where you could play on both sides, but full time is wow.
No, I don't see it. Gentleman, he fought at 15. Um, I would have to pass on him because I just feel like we got bigger needs. I just being honest. If he's there at 15 and somebody want to jump up and grab him, trade back. And think about it, he's up there at 15. You could probably get a first round pick for next year just to
Okay.
go get him. So
All right,
yeah, if
Smitty.
he's there,
All right,
if
now,
he,
Smitty. Now I gotta
hey,
ask: if Travis Hunter or Will Johnson is at 15, who are you taking?
Will Johnson all day because I know what I'm
Dang,
getting. See,
I ain't
think
gonna
about
lie.
this. Let me think about this. Think about this. And I look at it this way. And I told somebody this probably 2 weeks ago.
Uh huh.
Was he the best wide receiver in college football last year?
Hmm. You said wide
Was he?
receiver who?
Yeah. Was he the best wide receiver in college football last year?
Well,
No.
I think no, I don't think he was. No,
Was he the best defensive back in the college football last year?
no, it was
No.
not.
That go your
No, it
answer.
was not.
Will Johnson, we know what we getting. Jaden Barron, we know what we getting.
Hmm.
You
I
go to
mean,
the
my
wide
thing
receiver
is you're
side.
getting a player that's focused on his position and not multiple. Getting Travis Hunter is a Swiss Army knife type thing, and it's really a project. Like
Exactly.
my
Exactly,
thing
which
is,
means he had to fall into the right spot that he's not going to overwork himself. He has to go to a team that already has established receivers where he can be a slot guy, be a possession type guy. And on defense, he can play slot, he can play outside. He has to really be on established defense as well on that side of the football.
mm,
So I feel like a team that needs him probably going to be like the teams on the back end of the first round instead of the top end, because the top end they're going to need guys to come in and make instant impacts. And I don't think he's that type of guy yet. He's got to
mm.
first
Well,
acclimate himself
he's
to the
definitely
game.
gonna be drafted as that guy.
Yeah, but
Travis
look,
is going top 10 somewhere. We know that.
yeah, no longer student athlete. You're an investment. Professional athlete. Health is your responsibility. Absolutely,
Health,
absolutely.
lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Choices, all that stuff like that, man. And this is going down to that last one, choices. Like Tupac made a song, choices. Like we got to make choices. And this right there, I don't think this right here is the best situation that he's making right now. It's just, like I understand, like, I'm not going to act like I'm not a man of color and I got long hair, you know what I'm saying? I get how it is, it's just like you want it your way. Sometimes you want to do it how you want to do it, but
You ain't right.
sometimes you just gotta play the game.
I agree with Pound. Matt Millen probably facts. Sometimes Matt Millen is the best wide receiver in college football last year, but you got wide receivers in this draft better than Travis Hunter. I'ma just keep it funky with you. But Tempted said, do
Said,
what you want with your life, but yet
my
y'all him want to do with his life. Doesn't matter. He will never play for the Falcons. So what the point? Is that we're
it's
not saying
football
he just
conversation,
he
man.
was just giving
Football.
me a hypothetical, man, if he's there at 15. I wouldn't want him on the Falcons. I'm just being honest, because I just feel like the Falcons have too many needs and there's too many players better at both positions that he's coming in to play. Um, I just feel like he's just better talent out there. There's no knock to him. You know, that's just an opinion.
Yeah. Hey, I get
Ryan
it.
said Nick Nash overlooked and was the best wide receiver outside of Jeremiah Smith. And Jeremiah Smith was a freshman last year. Think about that. When he gets to the NFL in 2 years, he's probably going to be a top 5 pick as well.
Hey, that's a good. They said, "Nah, Hunter can slide to the teams easy." I
Yeah,
mean,
absolutely.
I'm not disagreeing with that, Corey, at all. At all. I just feel
Absolutely.
like a talent like that. I feel like there's teams that are desperate to get some kind of game changer. You look at the top 10. Everybody needs a game changer. So I wouldn't be surprised, like if he did, to get drafted in the top tens. But I will agree, he can slide. He can slide. Anybody can slide, right? That's not Abdul Carter in this draft, right?
Facts. Or Ashton Genty. Because I'm starting to
Or
think he
Cam
may go up
Ward.
the board. Or Cam Moore, he going number 1. We already know that. But there Mason Graham, he might slide, and we already said he's one of the better defenders in the draft. His teammate Kenneth Grant, he could go up the board because both of those guys play together. So you
Hmm.
feed off one and one, it happens. But I agree with Pam. Cleveland is the best spot because they need help on both sides of the ball, and they're
And
rebuilding
Travis know
team.
that. He like, man, let me put this thing. He might be like, let me put this report out, man. Maybe they'll skip
Yeah,
over me.
yeah,
I go to the
yeah.
Giants or
Right.
somebody.
That's what I said, bro. I said he probably said that just so Cleveland wouldn't draft him.
I think
But
Cleveland's going Abdul Carter anyway, though. I don't think they're looking at Travis Hunter.
it's hard to say that because I would love to see him with Myles Garrett in Cleveland. But what do they have on offense? Nick Chubb is a free agent as well. Think about that.
Hmm. I mean,
Quarterback is who? Who did they just sign? Joe Flacco. He's good
Flacco
for what, about 6 games, and he's out the
and
door.
Kenny Pickett and Kenny Pickett.
Yeah. So I mean, they could go quarterback in the second round, but first round they're going Travis Hunter, Abdul Carter. Abdul
Mhm.
Carter makes more sense, but at the end of the day, too, is about selling tickets, and we all
Yeah,
know these type players bring tickets because
Cleveland
guess
needs
what?
some of
It worked.
everything.
It worked with It worked with Dion. It worked with Rod Woodson and these type guys. So look, when it comes to selling tickets, Travis Hunter, that's why he might be the second pick. Big John
Man,
said Travis coming to the league is already with being a problem. The man and what he wants and haven't played a snap and already a problem. Now everyone else can have him. Absolutely.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that's true because again, these are some tall demands, and there are some people in the spectrum that would be saying, "Hey, this is probably coming from Dion, Dion, Dion." Like Dion's name is getting thrown around so much just because his son and a player that played with his son, pretty much best friends with his son, is coming out at the same time. We got to also think that there are other people in people's life outside of just Dion, and we also got to
Right.
think that people
Right.
got to make their own decisions as well. This could be just Travis just coming out and just saying, "Look, this is what I want. This is how I feel. It has nothing to do with Dion or anybody else influencing me. I want to play both sides of the ball because I feel like I'm entitled to play both sides of the ball. Something I've been doing my entire life." And it's just
But
you're having the
but
conversation that you have the privilege to play in a league that only
facts.
limited amount of guys get to play in and got a chance to be a top 10 pick, which is even more rare. So it's just
But what he should have done, I feel like he should have went, wait till he got drafted, see
mhm,
which side of the ball he adapts to the best at the next level, and then
mhm,
go from there. If you go to the league and then you figure out which side you play the best and you stay on that side, then the team they figure out what they want to do with you from that point on as far as how they want to use you. You can't just go out and say, "Hey, I want to play both sides of the football." You don't know what the scheme gonna look like. You don't know what type of players are going to be on the team to protect you from injury.
mhm.
You just don't know how the coach is going to view you as far as he wants to use you. So I
Right.
mean, you just can't go out and just say things like that when there's still a lot to be figured out. But tempted, I agree. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
man, y'all please go hit that like button on Smitty Sports Machine, A1 Forever, and the 95 North Falcons talk show with
you.
my
Yes,
boy
sir.
Berto. And also go check out the Birdcage LLC on YouTube. Check out Mad Mike Sports on YouTube. There's a lot of Falcon and great content creators out here, man. So
Right.
please continue to help us grow. We truly appreciate it. I forgot as well, my boy Jew Sports Talk. Please go
Mm.
check him out as well. But yeah, Jeremiah Smith could absolutely be the number one pick in 2027 because that kid is a freak of nature. He played like a senior last year and he was a freshman. All they got to do is keep a quarterback on the center that can get him the football, and Ohio
Mhm.
State will be straight on offense.
That's true. That's true. Miss Pam just made a great point as well. Said it is his right to let a team know what he
Yeah,
wants,
it's
and it
his right.
is.
Absolutely.
We ain't never.
Absolutely.
We're not
Absolutely.
disagreeing with that at all. You can say with it like
Absolutely.
again, live your life, live it the way you want to live it. Say what you want to say, mean what you say, stand on what you say. All
I'm gonna
those
put it
things.
like I'm gonna put it like like my grandma and granddad used to tell me. Just be careful what you ask for. But sometimes
Yeah,
you might get it. That's all I'm saying.
that's it.
Sometimes
And
you look. Sometimes you can your mouth write a check, your butt can't cash. Just that simple.
sometimes, again, it's a good be a lot of snaps for Travis, and I mean, for me, I want to see Travis have a long career. Not saying that he wouldn't, again, but it's just like the whole trajectory of your career, man, and just the longevity, the lifespan of it. Just these are the some of the best athletes in the world, and they get paid to stop you in whatever way that they possibly can, as long as it's within the rules. It just I'm just thinking about, I'm saying like these hits he's gonna have to deliver because defensive players get hurt as well delivering hits. I'm
Facts.
saying thinking
Look at
about,
Ryan
I'm saying
says Jill. He hurt his neck, never played again.
I'm just saying, man, terrible story. I'm luckily he's walking a little bit better now, but you look at
And,
that
and and think
situation too.
about this too, Chris. Each team that you go out and prepare for every week, they're gonna scheme
They're
for you
gonna
differently.
scheme.
What happens if you go out one Sunday? And I'm gonna put it like this, and I'm gonna make it just this simple for y'all. And I'm gonna use past players and present players. If he's a cornerback, he has to go out one Sunday. First Sunday he has to play Megatron. He's gonna get beat up because Megatron is 6'5", runs a 4.3, and is built like a Mack truck.
Mm,
Very next week, you may have to go Mike Evans, another big receiver. You get where I'm going with this? Each and every week is going to be different. You don't know how your body's going to get beat up week to week. Yeah, you
hmm
might get a breather every now and then with teams with a losing record, but you still gonna get hit the same exact way. What if
that's what
he
I'm saying.
what if he plays wide receiver? See, and he can see it from both perspectives because he can see it from both perspectives because cornerback and wide receiver they head and head every week. But what
Right.
if you play wide receiver the very next week and you go up against a physical corner like a AJ Terrell, like a Darrell Reeves, somebody can lock you down, and you beating your body up week after week playing both sides of the ball. By the time he's halfway through the season, he gonna be wrecked.
That's
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
just
saying,
keep it real
bro.
with you.
Like, and then I'm gonna add a different element. First of all, first element, people don't think about like soft tissue injuries. Like those things can pop up like that. You know what I'm saying? Wear and tear on the body, just putting your body through, what I'm saying, ravaging regiments, man. Like for real, you gotta
Exactly.
really train your body to, what I'm saying, to take some of these hits or deliver some of these hits to perform at the highest level on both sides of the ball. That's gonna
Facts.
demand a
That's
lot.
exactly what I'm saying.
And you also got to think about this. What about with teams week after week, because you're Mr. Both sides of the ball? The week after week, we're going to scheme everything we possibly can at you. If we have a big running back, we're running our big running back time after time at
And he
you.
gonna have to put on at least 15 pounds at the least
I'm just
because
saying, like when guys just start
as
attacking,
time goes on, as time goes on, you're gonna have to pick up weight because it's gonna be mandatory. But gentleman said Hunter needs to have a star in front of him, and that's exactly what I'm saying. Wherever he goes, and that would be a nice situation for him. But number two, behind Drake, and I think that's Darnell Mooney right now. Perfect fit, but wrong year to draft. I agree with that. But Tempted said Warren Moon told he couldn't play quarterback. Absolutely, he was a wide
hmm
receiver.
true.
Um, he didn't
Shout
listen.
out to
He went
Warren.
to Canada, came back and played a quarterback in the league. Take
Went to
full
Canada.
advantage. Prime was
Dominant.
just a cornerback. He said no.
Hey,
Yeah,
he went. Hey, Warren went to Canada and dominated too.
Grey Cup champion. I think 3 times. Yeah,
Talking about dominated. Say what's up, guys?
crazy
Travis is
country boy.
still
What's
young.
good? What's good?
Says Trap, what's up,
Uh,
guys? Travis is still young. Hopefully somebody gets in his year. And trophy.
yeah,
Hopefully, I mean, I
absolutely.
feel like he has like some good people in his ear, but he definitely needs some more. And yes,
He got
shout out.
one person that's not good in his ear, but I'm not gonna
Yeah,
touch
we ain't
that.
gonna touch that.
We ain't gonna touch that. But Miss Pam, yeah, check out the Lady Birds of AFN two tonight all female podcast. Maggie, Christy, and shout out to Christy, man. She's
Yeah,
always in my
Chris's
chat.
always. Yes.
She gave me a nickname TMZ. I stick with that for a little while because I don't think Smooth going nowhere. Somebody gave me that name as well. But yeah, check out the Lady Birds of AFN two tonight. Maggie T, Christy, Whitney, and Bree. And
hmm
please, they put on the show, man. They go out, do their homework, and they give y'all, their best shot. Because
Yep,
one thing y'all don't know, women know sports too.
they
Because
do.
we have friends of the show that we have on all the time that love to talk sports.
Mm,
Gentlemen said playing both sides is realistic. I don't think it is either.
I don't think
I just think the regimen gonna be too much. Like I said, I can see him situational as a receiver,
but
but I
hey,
think you're gonna be full time as a corner.
but my thing is, at the end of the day, shoot, man, look in history. We've been told that we couldn't do plenty of things in life. So if he really wants, has his heart set on it, and if there's a team that is willing to allow him to try, all we can do is just wait and see. But it's tough though, man. It's just
He
tough.
5-time Grey Cup champ. Okay, so yeah, he was in CFL for a while. Yeah, so he mastered the position at quarterback, and the thing that a
Five,
lot of people don't talk
five,
about.
five
Warren
times,
Moon played till he was 44 years old. Think about that. Long time.
and he quit because he wanted to.
And if y'all combine the records with CFL and NFL, he's right up there with Tom Brady.
hmm
Think about that. And people don't even give him that credit because they feel that rings mean everything.
Man,
So
and some people don't give respect to the CFL like that. Just being honest, I've had
it's still
conversations.
professional football though. So
It is. It is. I mean, D. Alford came from the CFL. So shout out to him. He came from the
exactly.
CFL, came over here and is making a living in the NFL now. So
Facts. And something y'all know Terry. Terry will go north of the border, south of the border, anywhere he can to find talent. So it happens.
well, Yeah, man.
Miss Pam said, I feel we need space eat up front like Harmon out of Oregon. Yeah, Miss Pam, I like Harmon, but
I like him too.
I feel like if we go defensive tackle, it's probably going to be either the second round or the fourth round. I feel like that number 15 pick, if they stay there, I feel like it has to be an edge rusher at this point. Even though I love Will Johnson out of Michigan, and I think Will Johnson can bring added talent to the secondary room, and he can help the pass rush that way. But I feel like it's probably going to be Mike Green or James Pierce or Michael Williams or somebody of that nature. But hey, we'll see what happens. But Harmon, and I'm gonna be honest, Miss Pam, I think Harmon ends up in Pittsburgh because I'm looking at Cam Haywood and he's what 35, 36 years old now. And he just signed him to a 3-year deal, but I don't think he's going to finish that contract. If he does, he's going to be a rotational guy at the end. And at the end of the day,
Yeah.
I think it's about respect at the end of the day and what he's done for the organization. But I feel like Harmon could go to Pittsburgh, fill in for rotate in and out with Hayward, and probably lengthen his career. But I think that's a perfect fit for Pittsburgh because that's what they like. They like those big defensive linemen that can move. So yeah. Yeah, I like Walter Nolan too. We've been talking about
Yeah.
Walter Nolan,
Yeah.
me and Chris for the last 2-3 months.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see it.
I definitely wouldn't mind taking Walter.
Yeah,
Yep.
Kurt Warner played in the Arena League, and before
Talent.
that, when he finished with the Arena League, he was bagging groceries at the grocery store, and they called him up
Man, what?
to come try out for the Rams. So yeah,
Ooh, boy.
yeah, he might not like Cleveland. I agree with that, and that's probably like I said, that's probably why he put that statement out there because he don't want to go to Cleveland. I can see that. But
Hey,
anything you got before we get out of here, man?
hey, man.
We said
Great
30 minutes, but
conversation.
we always go over somehow.
Yeah, man. Great conversation, man. Just wanted to, give some thoughts about Jalen Ramsey. And is he a great talent? Yeah, but I don't think he ends up in Atlanta. And Travis Hunter, hey, my thing is just take care of yourself, take care of your body. I think you should still play in the NFL no matter what they have you doing. But again, I said like others were saying, it's his right to say what he wants to say and feel how he wants to
Absolutely.
feel. We'll just see how it goes.
But tell everybody where to find you, man.
Hey man, you can find me at A1 Forever Sports always, man. That's the platform on YouTube. Please come over, like, comment, and subscribe as we have clips from Hawks, Braves, Falcons, talking Hawks, Braves, Falcons at any time, any given time. So come on over for that. Also, the Hawks Digest on YouTube, growing that channel as well. So come on over and be a subscriber of the Hawks Digest. We did take a tough loss last night, but still have another opportunity on Friday night to get into the playoffs. So looking forward to that. Also TikTok, the real A1 Forever, Instagram A1 Forever, and on Twitter A1 Forever.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, y'all know where to catch me, man. Smitty Sports Machine on YouTube. Still dropping draft videos, dropping the latest news, giving my thoughts on other things around the NFL and NBA. Y'all can also catch me on NFC South Roundtable. I was on last night on NFC South Roundtable doing a mock draft for the Panthers, Saints, Bucks, and the Falcons. So please check that out. We had a great time. It's a little lengthy, about an hour and a half, but trust me, with the
Fun
three
stuff.
rounds that we did, the 3-round mock draft that we did, man, we had a good time, man. So please go check that out. And y'all can also, like I said, man, reaching the goal at the super chat. If y'all can donate to the super chat, y'all can. If y'all can't, y'all can't. But if y'all do, I will drop a Q&A show for y'all to come in and talk and give y'all questions, and I will answer them. Me and Chris. So yeah, that's all, man. But yeah, another wonderful pop-up show, man. Had to talk about Travis Hunter, Jalen Ramsey, two of the hottest topics out there. And again, man, thank y'all for tuning in because we definitely appreciate y'all. Oh, before I get out of here, we will be live draft night. I will be on one time for the fan for a couple of minutes. Then I'm gonna slide back over to the 95 North Sports Machine. Me, Chris, and whoever else, and we're gonna welcome. We're gonna have fun draft night, and we're gonna draft the entire first round, and we're gonna have a good time, man. So y'all bring them chicken wings, bring them fries, and them slider burgers, cause we're gonna have a good time.
Not and the slider burgers.
Slider burgers, yeah, the
Lord have
slider
mercy.
burgers.
Oh, and also
But
too, man. Almost forgot. Me and Ryan of the Birdcage, man, supposed to be hopping on about 3:30 ish. You know, and jumping on, having a Falcons conversation as well. Hopefully, it's something that we can have every week or every other week, just talking about some of the greatest players that played for the Falcons and the numbers they played with from 1 to 5. We're talking numbers 1 to 5 today. So if you guys, can get some time, hey man, just pop on in for that as well.
absolutely, absolutely. But Miss Pam, thank you for tuning in, man. We truly appreciate it, Miss Pam. Lady Birds of AFN, man. Y'all check them out on Tuesdays. Mad Mike Sports, Juice Sports Talk, 95 North, Falcons Talk Show, A1 Forever,
Hmm.
Bird Cage. I mean, man, it's just content after
Big
content
Low,
created out
Uncle
here.
Steve,
Big
Steve
facts
Will. This man, we just shit. Out of your Falcon
everywhere.
mind is having a draft as well, draft party as well. They'll be back for that. So John and Mike. So yeah, man, we got some content creators, man. It's some good
Everywhere.
yeah, man.
So y'all please support them like y'all support us. We would definitely appreciate it.
Yeah,
But for
one
my boy
time.
Chris and your boy Smitty, we're gonna roll and we're gonna holler at y'all soon. Peace.